In today's video, we're talking about the distinction between misdemeanor charges and felony charges in the state of Arizona. There's a big difference between the two, and sometimes people get confused about it. They'll come to our office and they'll think that they've been charged with a felony, when in reality, it's just a misdemeanor. Now, when I say just a misdemeanor, I'm not trying to downplay the significance of being charged with a misdemeanor. Most offenses that we see in Arizona are in fact misdemeanors, and they are very serious. Things like DUI, domestic violence, disorderly conduct, all sorts of different charges are usually considered misdemeanors, and they still carry significant penalties. The big difference is that for misdemeanors, you go to jail. You can go no more than 6 months in jail for the highest level misdemeanor. It's a class 1 misdemeanor in Arizona. You cannot go to jail for any longer than that. It is the maximum. Fines are also capped at $2,500 plus surcharges and 5 years of probation. When we're talking about that category, that's a lower offense. It's a lower level offense than a felony. Felonies are considerably more serious. You can go to prison for felonies depending on what the charge is. Some of that is mandatory. You go to prison. Prison being many, many months, years, or potentially for life. Arizona also has the death penalty. If you're charged with a felony, there are also some additional consequences as a result of being convicted. You can lose your right to vote, lose your right to possess a firearm, lose your right to get certain benefits and things. So that's the difference. The way that this is divided between the two, it depends on what our legislature does. It depends on our government. They categorize certain crimes into different categories, and things can aggravate. So, for example, in the case of a DUI, first offense DUI, it's going to be a misdemeanor. Second offense DUI, also going to be a misdemeanor. But if you get a third DUI, it's going to put it over into the felony charge category, and instead of looking at jail, now you're looking at prison. So you can see here, things are a little bit more fluid between the two. It is important that you understand which one you've been charged with because it requires different things from you, and the procedure is a little bit different in a lot of different courts. So for example, if you're charged with a misdemeanor offense in Arizona, you hire a lawyer, we can most of the time go to court for you. We don't need you to be there unless we need you to testify at an evidentiary hearing, or we need your participation, of course, at a trial. But for the pretrial process, most of the time we can handle that for you. If you're charged with a felony, you're going to be required to go to every single court date. You need to be there. There's the procedural differences are a little bit more pronounced because of the fact that you have things like preliminary hearings and status conferences, stuff that you don't have if you're charged with a misdemeanor. So that's why it's important you understand exactly what you're looking at. And oftentimes what we see also is somebody's charged with a misdemeanor, but there's other pending felony charges that may not have popped up yet. So for example, somebody gets stopped for a DUI, they're arrested, investigated for that DUI, but they do a search of the vehicle and they find some illegal drugs. So those felony charges may be coming down the road because of the nature of the drugs. And so they can have two simultaneous cases happening in two different courts from the same incident. It's important you understand this. If you have questions about it, if you'd like to speak with our office, give us a call. We offer free case evaluations. We'll be able to let you know exactly what you've been charged with, what's going to happen in court, how the procedure will go as it relates to your particular case, and most importantly, make sure that you have a plan to deal with this. We'll make sure that we know if there's anything that's additional that could potentially be coming, but more importantly, make sure that we can help you make this all go away. It's a free case evaluation. You have literally nothing to lose. So give us a call. We look forward to speaking with you soon, and thanks for watching.